Hey Jeff, how you been?
Hi, Michael. So it looks like Chris is going to go to the Q3 meeting.
Beg your pardon?
It looks like Chris is going to attend the meeting in August.
Looks like Chris.
Christopher?
Oh, you mean okay? You're not talking about OCP right now. You're talking about something
No,
else.
I talked with him earlier this week or late last week.
Yeah. Let's talk when we're done with this call. Maybe you and I can sync up because this is being recorded right now.
Yeah, no, I understand. Yeah, so we had a good conversation. That was good.
Yeah, maybe email me your phone number if you're available at 8. I'll give you a quick call.
Mhm.
I'm very careful about what I say when I know I'm being recorded.
Oh, absolutely. So, yeah, that's good.
Everything's
So,
recorded.
so are you writing anything for the white paper yourself?
No, for the OCP.
Yeah, I'm working on the reliability section for it.
I was not at this point in time. Let's talk about that at 8 o'clock too,
Mhm.
if you're available.
Hello, everyone.
Good morning.
All right.
Hello.
I can hear you. Glad everybody can make it today. Uh, so, see. All right. Bef Before we go in, back to the white paper part, there's some uh, commercial advertisement things I like to share, and and um, so everyone would know what is the latest status update for the OCP part. So the sorry. The official schedule for the Global Summit is online now. You can see there are many events during the whole 3-4 days. It's actually just 3 days. There a lot of events happens at the same time. For example, this one you see there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's like 9 events happens at the same time. So this year is going to be very interesting, and hope we can see you all in October. The The key part for the short reach optics, we have um, we have our schedules at where is that? We have our schedules on Wednesday. The Wednesday afternoon, we will have I think we have the LL20D. It's pretty much this. I think it's the same as the same rooms that we had last year. So we'll have the whole 12:30 to 5 o'clock, which is about 5.5 hour, except besides 1 hour breaks in between. So that's 4.5 hours in between. And so I've been announced that I think we can follows what we had last year. We'll get some presents. If anyone's interested, we can hold the panels. Depends on how many speaker applications that we will get. So my hope is, since our white paper are try to be um, try to be neutrals for any kind of technology from a specific company. So we are only placing the analytic metrics, introducing different type of technology. But I think this speaker session will be the best place to uh, for the contributors or anyone else that like to introduce um, the uh, the special part for their company, right? So you can come out on the stage and explain to everyone about how your company's technologies and your visions going to affect the scale up network. So hope we I think it will be similar to last year, that I hope to close applications and get a whole list of the speakers somewhere between the mid-August to early September. Depends on how many people join in, and we will no, we'll try to fit everyone into the schedules. Um, unless there's like too there's it's extremely popular that we couldn't fit everyone else, then we'll try to come up with a way to uh, to to rate the applications and then decide who will be the final. So that means it still have time to apply. Just let me know, and maybe if you have a brief abstract or something, you can send it to me. That would be fantastic. The because OCP schedule has been populated, everything else is fixed, and this would be the one that is still open right now. So I'm hope that if you still have time to get the company review or agree to present, so feel free to join us. That will be the shortage part. One more things about the OCP work group is just a quick announcement in here. We have the new optical circuit switch projects been started, and so we're all optics guys, so that's I think we'll have a chance to work closely together. I already reached out to the group lead and asking for potential contributions into the white paper about the OCS part. So they said they will discuss internally, but this would be an interesting one because I think uh, ultimately the scale up network, um, especially in this in the system right now, um, the OCS can reduce the latency dramatically because there's no uh, switch chip to decode the packet or encode the packet again. You just redirect the lights. So that would be extremely beneficial for the scale-up network. So I think there should be a future of it, and I think that's why the OCP started this work group, and I believe that we can have a potential to work together.
One comment, I think the focus of this work group is the software APIs, not the data plane.
I see.
So,
Um,
so the interplay between this work group and an optical link technology, um, the overlap might not be very high at all. Whereas the overlap between this OCS work group, Workstream, and other management type work streams that are talking about standardizing APIs and interfaces might be much higher.
oh, okay.
I just don't know that this work group is going to talk much about data plane technology or photonics.
Ah,
So you
that
probably need to investigate that or discuss that a little bit more with the chairs.
a good point. Thanks, Michael. Yeah, I got a connection with E1 in this work group, and so I think they said they will start the work group activity after the APAC, the Asia Pacific conference, which is I think in the early August. So after that, they will have the uh, the regular activity, and that will be the time I think I can get a little bit more information about their directions.
I think there will be some connection. I don't know how they do the specification, obviously, but OCS will require specific type of optics. You can't just use, for example, very parallel type of optics for OCS, right? So there will be some interdependency of what optics can be used for OCS.
Absolutely. That's absolutely correct. All I meant is that I don't know that it is the mandate of this OCS working group to focus on the photonic layer zero.
Yeah, yeah.
My understanding
Yeah.
is it's about software APIs.
It could be, right? So I did hear software piece is actually very complex for OCS to be really deploy well. So I wouldn't be surprised they tackle that.
Yeah, I I think that would actually create an interesting part, right? Because uh, since different optical technology probably require the different API, so there will be some uh, maybe some collaborations that we can work together. They just define the API work, but we'll provide some of the knowledge or things that the optical parts that we can work. You know, especially I think from the long-term view for this work group, you know, after we finish this white paper, we supposedly graduated from the FTS. So that will be the time we will talk with OCP committees about what is the next step for this work group. So I think that will be the time this work group will going into more like a regular work group that will define some spec or asking the company to help contribute to the whole OCP community. So I think there will be many more closely interaction with other work group together in the future. All right. So I saw Raymond's already posted his work in the folder. Thank you, Raymond. It's very great, and Tamal also sent me an update about he's waiting for his company to approval for the material that he finished. So I think soon that part will be done. So thank you, the people who's already working on it, and the people who plan to working on it. Thank you all for your contributions. So for me, I got connected to the other work groups, and I already got the Allen's and the optical BOWs from a new. She's in the BOW, and I think she point to other people, one of his member to working on this optical BOW part they already developed. So these parts has been getting some traction, you know, for this part, and also the OCS parts that I got connected with their leader. So we still have many other things that that's not open right now. So hopefully people will be able to jump in and work on it. So if you plan to, if you're willing to sign up, please put your name in this documents so we don't step on each other's toes. And all you need to do, just upload your material into this folder that's supposed to be open for everyone. And our the editor group, the community group will finish the, you know, compose everything together and submit it with follow the OCP template. In terms of the first part, which is the scale up network, I think try to reach out to the UA link a couple times, but you know, I guess they're pretty busy and didn't respond back. I'll continue pinging it, but right now the Broadcom SUE is also very actively working, and I think Broadcom's already donate all their work into OCP, and so I will on my side I will also reach out to them and see if they can provide some of the insight about the challenge and all the difficulty as the the scale-up network, so they can help contribute the first session. Okay, I think that's all from my side. Anyone else has anything like to bring it up or share?
Yeah,
Hey,
Bobby.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry, very quick comment. So I did my portion of the white paper straight into the Google Drive, the document. So it's open to everybody already. So I would call the whatever I have done 0.1 draft. So it's very rough. If anybody has a time to take a look and put down some comment, I appreciate it. That's all.
Yeah. Thank you,
yes,
man.
one comment from me. Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, thank you. David Sota from Soitec, the French company. We are making some engineering substrates for photonics, silicon photonics, typically photonics SOI, but also piezo electric based engineering substrates. These are uh, the basics for optical components, transceivers, and co-packaged optics. Does it make sense to participate to this white paper in a few paragraphs to describe our technologies and how we can enhance the final product?
Yes, I think that I I think there should be some
Part,
places to
yes.
the for potential contribution.
Mhm.
I don't know if you should limit it into the technologies that your company is specific at, because I would try to push that into the speaker sessions. The but I think the technologies that you guys working on is probably fit in more into like how to bring up the speed, right? All the modulator, especially
Yes,
for
yes,
200G or something that you can mention, more like something like traditional silicon photonics that would have some modulation speed limited, and then maybe a newer technologies
yes, based on the
that different
lithium niobate
dopings.
materials. Yeah.
Right, and that would bring up like how the 200G that would be fitted more into comparing into something like the Raymond's already did on the high speed, especially the CMOS circuit, how they drive, especially the driving voltage, or can it be a direct drive? Can it be easier to drive, or those kind of things?
Yes, or more easy to integrate. Yes.
Right. Or process integration, even like a process integration,
Mhm.
maybe the packaging part, it's easier to uh, to to uh, to wafer. What
To
was that
process
called?
on the silicon platform where we
Yeah.
could integrate different kind of elements to have the waveguides, but also the silicon-based components on top of this platform. Yeah.
Right.
So
So it means
Bobby, just like to clarify your editorial requirement. This is not meant for the place to particularly emphasize on a particular vendor perspective, right? We like this to be, like you said, a little bit neutral, but we can list different options, different capabilities. Obviously, if there's a sub-segment about, say, VCSEL versus, EML versus silicon photonics modulators, certainly that's maybe the place you can emphasize on what silicon photonics can do, but we shouldn't be putting a chapter just on particular vendor
Right.
solution.
Totally. Ryan, I think you totally read my mind in here. For example, you can the the things that when you have the comparison between EML, VCSELs, or silicon photonic, and then you have talking about the silicon photonic for different processing technology. Instead of putting down to a specific company to do that, we can say the silicon photonic has like traditional silicon dopings, or you have listen niobes, or
Yeah.
thin film, or maybe like the plot. I think the the polymer dopings or something else that can provide different characteristic for
Yeah.
the things. And so not to mention, not mention in any
Any
just
brand.
purely technology, I think.
Yes. Okay. So it means for us, we need to wait for more mature writings, and then we could add some components, right? Your recommendation is for us to wait for a little bit, then the white paper is more completed, and then we could add some comments.
I think you can continuously contribute, especially if you are just focusing on the silicon photonic technology with different material, or
Yep.
like fit it into a different packaging. All you need to do just I think just put it in, and we'll try to uh,
To
to
position on the right
yeah,
place.
integrate it into the whole white paper.
Okay. Okay. Good. Perfect.
Yeah, I did realize probably this is the part not being spelled out quite obvious yet. There is a section under D, 4D here says laser sources, but really I think we may have a section just on, I guess, optical technology
Mhm.
platforms. I don't know, it's listed here, like, outline what type of optical capabilities or platform can be supporting the scale up, like, EMLs or VCSELs or silicon photonics or other hybrid type of
Yeah.
optics.
So that's the place we could mention the SROI platforms and the different kind of engineering substrates, right?
Well, if
Yeah.
so we had to see if we do create those categories, then obviously under you like to promote particular the type of silicon photonic or silicon photonic in general.
It's more general.
Yeah, so I think we could have a session just to discuss suitability of different really transmitter technologies, right?
Right.
Do you think
Right now, we kind of spelled out the form factor, but we don't really have a place for technologies.
Mhm.
Maybe we could add a section there.
no, this is a requirements document, but I think there is a place for perhaps listing existing technologies and like a gap analysis of challenges. So, maybe we could say, these are particularly challenging going forward, and here are some directions, or rate the challenges by technology or something, like connectors are doing well, but except whatever, or there might be a role for that if we present it as requirements and challenges.
I would say this white paper still allow different technology to at least present themselves, right? Like VCSELs, we think VCSEL are going to be limited, but still people pushing for 200 gig per lane.
Mm.
So I don't think it is for us to judge, say a particular technology doesn't work, right? I think we just let each of these category to recognize there's some limitation, but also, whatever potentials they will try to push. I would say even in silicon photonics, people are still not giving up, say, hey, maybe there's a chance to go to 400 gig.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I think Ryan, you got a good point. Um we can figure out how to expand the 4D kind of
I
merging.
will actually create a category in parallel with these sections just on, I guess, optical technology or modulation technologies. Then you will be able to support all these different, I guess, capabilities.
Yes. Okay.
Like a VCSEL or indium phosphide. I mean, every one of these technology provider, they would like to have a place they can spell out their advantage.
And based on
Right.
this, we will be able to comment about the platforms that can be used, silicon platforms, but also lithium niobate platforms.
Right.
Yeah. Yes, that makes sense.
So that particular category is really more of orthogonal to everything else we are talking about here, right? So it's not doesn't really belong to any of the A, B, C, D, E, F here.
Uh-huh.
I think it deserves a session, I guess. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
By session, you mean a new paragraph? It will be a number 4, number 5, something like this? Or it will be a new letter, A, B, C, D?
Sorry, if you.
No, a new F here, you can have, again,
Yeah.
you can have then subsections about,
Yeah.
you know, VCSELs, silicon photonics, you know, 3-5 material systems. I mean,
I think the thing is, if you look at D, right, optical interfaces, under A, it's like one, high speed, you know, versus high speed versus slow and wide, right? And then the remaining things that are listed seem to talk largely about how to make things wide. And what you're talking about is how to make things high speed, right? So to me, under optical interfaces, there's kind of these two dimensions. So this is maybe
Yeah,
no,
that's
maybe D becomes width of optical interfaces and F becomes speed of optical interfaces or something, you know.
yeah, this would be an interesting one. Like, how can we make it more fluently and integrate all these technologies? Because I think everything is tangling together. Um, the slow and wide or high speed that can be either just like really high speed, 200G, 400G, or it can be really, really slow, like the micro LED things. And the different lambdas can be done also by the different VCSELs or different silicon photonic things, the laser source. I think that would be an interesting one because that would have like integrated into the pluggable or external to EOS things. So I I think I think we should, probably take a little bit more look to how to tell the story more fluently,
Mhm.
because they're all tangling together, and we also want to create a playgrounds for every technology has a place to express themselves.
yeah. So I would recommend we just create that F, and then we can see how do they map. I mean, for example, in VCSEL guys are pushing high speed, but they're also pushing low, slow, and wide too. So you can't just try to pigeonhole them into a particular place, I would say.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but I think
That's
that's why from our standpoint, we're not recommending technologies. And to me, the technologies should not be mentioned, should not be a category, right? It's because it should be under, for example, if you want to talk about how to implement wide, you would mention VCSELs. And if you wanted to mention high speed, you would also mention VCSELs, right? Because, you know, we're coming at it from, not from a technology standpoint, right? So to me, to Ryan's example, it's not that you would choose one place to mention them.
Right.
That's just
yeah.
kind of my thought, yeah.
I would say this is more of a place just to explain technology, more of a as a reference for the readers, but not to pigeonhole them too much. That's what I'm saying. Then in those specific application use case like slow and wide, you can articulate what fits better, right?
Great. I think we're 3 minutes overdue for the meeting time. Thank you for all the contributions or you've been working on. Please just upload it and if you again, if your companies would like to present the technology, please reach out to me. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.